Network Entertainment.
Hello!
Wacky-doo.
Welcome to a deep dive episode
We're back, baby!
nang kaming dalawa lang kasi wala kami na-book na guest.
Masiraan yung Magic Red.
Huwag yung, basta,
Namimiss na nila yung classic Red at Andrin.
it's gonna be a week of just Red and Andrin.
Yeah, baby boy.
Deep dive, and then later on, pag-uusapan natin kung bakit wala ng saysay mabuhay. My name is Red Oliero.
My buhay is a lie.
Uy.
Yan yung dark red.
Yun yung dark comedy special ko.
Oh.
My buhay is a lie. Hindi naman talaga ako mataba. Tapos tatanggalin ko yung fat suit ko. Tapos tatanggalin ko yung wig ko na kulot.
Parang si Nelly nung naglabas siya 2 album, yung Day tas Night.
Parang si Taylor Swift na naglabas siya ng Evermore tsaka folklore. Ano ba? Evermore tsaka, I forgot what it was.
Parang nung lumabas yung System of a Down ng Hypnotize at Mesmerize.
May ganun?
Ganun.
Oo.
Hindi ko gets yung double album.
Hindi ko gets kung bakit hanggang ngayon hindi ka pa rin nakatutok sa microphone.
Nakatutok!
Until now.
Nakatutok siya. Di mo ba?
Angat mo konti. Angat mo ng konti.
Kasi baka matakpan mukha ko eh. Naalala ko sinabi sa akin ni Roy yun eh. Baka matakpan yung mukha mo eh. Yun. Mas maganda.
No. Wala mo na akong pakialam na.
Get ready for a sobrang bad trip si Red episode.
Di ba?
Di ba?
Okay pa naman ako.
Okay.
Medyo tapos nakita niyo na yung title na. It's an AJ Styles episode, di ba? So, medyo...
The phenomenal one, pare.
Medyo... I think itong retirement na to, wala kasing time to process it. Hindi tulad nung kay John Cena na,
in-announce niya
may
eh.
tour,
Oo.
may last match, di ba? May tournament for the last match.
Ako, gulat nga ako na tangina career on the line. Akala ko nga, tangina mananalo si AJ in a dirty way eh. Kasi Royal Rumble, meron pa siyang a year sa contract niya eh.
Ang dami nagpipredict na, hindi, ano yun? Swerve lang yan. Tapos mananalo pa siya ng Rumble, tapos magkaka-title shot pa siya sa Mania kasi di pa siya nakaka-main event ng Mania technically. So, baka tapos na. Pero, tagal na rin yan sa industry.
Malinis pa rin ang movements niya.
Magaling. Yun yung para sa akin, yung pinaka, I think, more wrestlers should take, alam mo yun, parang more wrestlers should do it. Kasi I've seen so many wrestlers na nag-retire na hanggang di ko na kaya. Tapos the moment they retire, para silang
sad imitation.
like shriveled, weak, nanginginig,
sabihin na natin
limping versions of themselves.
Sabihin na natin pa, si Ric Flair.
Si Ric Flair, Terry Funk. Ang dami, bro. Si Undertaker. Pag nakita mo ngayon, parang ang weak niya gumalaw.
Ang match niya with Roman Reigns ang pangit. Kasi he can't do it anymore eh.
Oo nga eh. Tawag doon si Cena. Pag nakita mo ngayon, medyo may lip pa rin talaga siya eh.
Yun, bumaba siya sa sasakyan.
Meron siyang hip problem yata.
He's walking like Matt Hardy now.
Yun, si Matt Hardy, si Jeff Hardy. Di ba parang, dude, tama na. May mga ganun eh. Alam mo yun? Like, pero on the flip side, medyo may mga wild din na examples like si Rey Mysterio. Parang,
puta,
what the fuck, di ba?
It's that stem cell.
Tsaka puta,
ini-inject niya yung mga knees niya with like aborted fetuses.
Sinacrifice niya ata iba niyang anak eh. Tangina, sobrang wild eh. Diba?
Still moving, pare.
Still moving. Can go eh. Still can go eh. Sobrang wild eh. Tapos may like sino ba? Si Jericho, si Christian, di ba parang okay pa. Pero I think may time na talagang
it's time to hang up those boots.
Parang first time akong nakaramdam ng isang era na pawala na. Kasi sunod-sunod yung GOATs na umalis. Si Cena, si Tanahashi,
Hiroshi Tanahashi,
tsaka si AJ Styles.
Yes.
Which is, I would say, magkakasabay silang era. I mean, hindi naman ultimately magkakasabay. Pero, they were, parang I think, the main guys of each of their feds for the longest times.
That's why ang ganda ng match nila sa Royal Rumble siya si AJ Styles. Yung parang,
si Tanahashi?
Hindi, si John Cena. Opposite ends eh.
At saka si testament din talaga si AJ Styles. Kasi, pag nakita mo si John Cena tsaka si Tanahashi, company guys sila eh. They never went to I don't know kung kay Tanahashi if he went to someone else. Pero, NJPW guy siya. Si Cena is a WWE guy. Si AJ, yung parang in-between opposite nila, which is a guy na, you know what, I'll do my own thing, then put this federation on the map, which is TNA.
Yes.
And then at the same time, by association, ROH got like a lot of rub din because
Kay
of
AJ?
guys like sila AJ,
Oh my
sila
God.
Joe,
Hindi ko
CM
alam
Punk.
nag-ROH si AJ.
ROH si AJ, man.
And before we continue, hindi pa tayo nag-OBB.
Okay lang, wala na akong pakialam na naman standards ang mundo. So,
Okay. Nag-ROH siya. Fuck yeah.
I mean, for a while kasi pag TNA talent ka, hindi ka naman exclusive. You can still do the indies. So, for a while, ang ROH guys naman talaga, hindi naman, AJ's wasn't like, hindi siya super duper pillar, pero one of the guys siya dun. Pero, I guess, mas TNA. And then, ang pinaka wild na move was he went to NJPW. And, pagdating niya sa NJPW, marami siyang dinalang eyeballs papunta dun, including me. Kasi, for the longest time, I know of NJPW, kita ko ng clips, kilala ko sila Makabe, sila Shinsuke Nakamura.
So, a bit of wrestling knowledge from me rin eh. He left TNA daw because he was just asking the same money na binibigay sa kanya. And he is the guy. And nung hindi na nila kayang gawin,
kasi,
kay Dixie Carter.
they had no money to give.
Okay. Yeah.
Parang ganun. So, parang I feel like parang
right move na rin, right time.
Siguro, parang iisip nila AJ Styles or do we get a bunch of guys? Parang ganun. Alam mo yun? So, AJ went on and at that time, I think there was also some rumors na, okay, maybe this time, WWE. And this was around siguro 2012, probably 2013, mga ganun.
Okay.
Alam mo, like, I may be mistaken, pero mga around that time. So, pumunta siya NJPW and instantly won the IW, yung heavyweight championship agad. So, parang ni-recognize ng NJ na the prestige and also the credibility he was bringing. Kasi bihira sila mag-push ng gaijins. Like, there have been like foreigner champions naman before sa NJPW.
Kenny.
Nauna si AJ.
Oh, okay.
Si Kenny, when AJ was there, si Kenny was still in the juniors.
Okay.
Ano pa siya? Technically cruiserweight pa siya.
Has Kenny and AJ ever fought?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a farewell, they did a farewell match ba? Tama ba? Hindi ko matandaan. Anyway, sorry. So, at that time, mainit yung Bullet Club. So, Bullet Club is like parang all foreigner except for like two wrestlers na stable ng NJPW. So, they had si Prince Devitt, which is Finn Balor. Tapos si Carl Anderson tsaka si Luke Gallows. I think nandun si Tama Tonga. So, malakas yung presence nila. But they were losing Prince Devitt to WWE, which debuted as Finn Balor. Tapos doon nila nakuha si AJ.
Royal Rumble 20.
Hindi. Sa NJPW, nakikinig ka ba? Ano man nangyayari?
Sorry.
NJPW nga eh.
Okay.
NJPW. Diba? So, nung time na yun, meron sila, nakatanggalan sila ng superstar. But they replaced it with AJ Styles. And then parang, I think nga, alam nila na parang, oh my God, this is probably like one of the best workers in the world. Let's bring him up agad. Kasi at that time, ang alam ko, Bullet Club was a huge heel faction pero hindi sila main event or hindi sila super draw. Like, they're good but they're not, like Finn Balor wasn't in heavy. Ano ata siya, junior siya nun. Di ako sure Pero, nung pagdating ni AJ, they were like, oh fuck, meron tayo kagad person na pwede maging villain natin for the longest time. So
AJ worked heel sa NJPW.
Hot shot kagad siya. He worked heel, part of the Bullet Club. Tapos, naging champion siya kagad for a while. And then, I think he dropped it to Okada, which was a really, really fucking good match. Okada yung parang, so si Tanahashi yung top guy nila. Si Okada yung second top guy nila or parang rising star nila nung time na yun. Think of it as parang
Brett Stone Cold.
Parang gano'n, no? Siya yung Stone Cold na at that time. So si Brett, si Tanahashi, parang ganong level. Tapos, nung inangat nila yun, I think dun nag-usher in ng sobrang gandang era yung NJPW. Because when people saw AJ, people wanted to watch AJ do Japanese style wrestling, and then they were like, oh fuck, ang galing nito ni Okada. Oh fuck, ang galing nito ni Tamatonga, ni Carl Anderson, ni Tanahashi, ni Ishii. Ngayon, nasa Wrestle Kingdom sila, inaabangan nila yung AJ match. Papanoorin mo, tapos papanoorin mo yung main event. 'Di ba? Parang nag-usher in ng bagong era for NJPW na hindi lang localized na Japanese lang yung nanonood. Like, people were watching because AJ was there, and people were staying because there's so many other great people there. So, yun yung dinala niya dun. Which is, I think, testament to his goatness, because Cena never did that.
He didn't.
Nor Tanahashi. Si Tanahashi never brought eyeballs to another federation. Kumbaga parang, yung pag-over ko sa Japan, dinala ko sa WWE. And then when Shinsuke Nakamura, nung sinain siya din, kasi magkasabay silang sinain eh. Si AJ saka si Shinsuke.
Okay.
Tingnan mo yung parallel. Hindi naman successful si Shinsuke. Though Shinsuke was more legendary in Japan. As in talagang, ano siya dun? Randy Orton level siya dun.
Okay.
Tapos nung pagdating sa WWE, hindi naman yung dinala yung fanbase ng Japan sa WWE. Diba? Pero si AJ, kahit saan siya pumunta, dinadala niya yung fanbase.
Parang modern day Ric Flair.
Pare. Mamaw siya, man.
I will say this. Let's talk about his wrestling style.
Wrestling?
Wrestling style niya. Like, he is...
Sabi mo wrestling.
Wrestling style. Wrestling. Yung wrestling style niya, high flyer siya, pero alam mo yung parang nagsisell din siya. Like, hindi siya tulad ni Ospreay or like...
Sabi mo si Ospreay hindi nagsisell.
Hindi talaga, dude. May nakita ako Canadian Destroyer. Tapos
tumayo lang siya skin nose line niya.
Sabi ko,
sobrang bullshit.
Come on, man. Like, hindi ako guy na sobrang ayoko sa inderific shit, Pero mag-sell ka lang. Yun lang naman.
I think si AJ is the para siyang...
And he's short eh. Kaya gulat ako na nag-i siya eh.
Para siyang... How do you say this? Para siya yung definition of what this era should move like. Parang ganun. Parang... Pag nanood ka ng, kunwari, matagal hindi galing ka Attitude Era, tapos pag gusto mo makita yung sunod na era kung paano gumagalaw yung mga tao, si AJ yun.
X Division, parang yung, I watched his matches with, kasi hindi ako TNA guy, yung first match na napanood ko, kalaban niya si Abyss, sa Six Sides of Steel match.
Six Sides of Steel, pare. TNA Lockdown, pare.
Tapos nung parating magagalit siya, nung una ko nakita, yung moonsault reverse DDT.
Walang kwenta yun.
Sobrang for the boys. Walang kwenta. Bakit yung buckshot lariat?
Ako din na natuwa sa buckshot lariat. I think that's like the dumbest move
yun,
right now.
Tapos yung isa yung AJ doesn't different yung spiral tap. Kasi iba, umiikot sa turnbuckle. Siya may delay eh.
Tatalon muna siya.
Sobrang
wild eh. No?
Wild nito.
Si AJ, I think, there's a lot of people kasi when they see his TNA X Division stuff.
Oh my God.
Bago
crazy.
pa siya na talagang akala ng mga tao na parang, putay na flipper, ano lang naman to eh.
Flippy
Spots
shit.
lang naman to eh. And to a point, tama naman. Pero kasi, yun yung style na tinatry nilang i-innovate sa X Division eh. But when he went to Japan, he did enough to adapt sa Japanese style but still become AJ. And then kita mo naman sa WWE. Hindi naman siya grounded sa WWE.
Yeah.
Pero tingnan mo, bumagal din siya. Like, ginawa pa rin niya yung WWE style, but with like a lot of AJ style sprinkling. Like, kunwari, yung springboard forearm niya, ginawa niyang finisher. Alam mo yun? Like, parang,
signature move lang yan.
Di ba? Parang, panawid lang yung dati, di ba? Ngayon, parang, ito, pwedeng finisher to sa E. Doon siya magaling. Ano siya, dude? Like, lahat kaya niyang gawin. Para sa akin, yung debut niya sa Royal Rumble was like, oh fuck, what a great fit. Kasi pumasok siya, over siya, alam niya. He knew how to milk everything. He knew how to work. Pagpasok niya dun sa ring, binigyan siya ng konting shine, just enough. Pero alam niyang hindi ko dapat ibuga lahat ng shit ko dito kasi kailangan pa akong panoorin tomorrow.
Smart
and then the next week and everything. Pero tsaka parang pinakita niya na parang, game ako mag-coexist with you guys. I'll sell for you, I'll sell for this one. Nag-sell siya kay Roman Reigns. He took the spots ng mga tao. Alam niya kung paano. And Royal Rumble is sa mga pinakamahirap isulat na fucking match. Kasi ang daming
machines,
elements.
daming moving parts.
So, parang fuck, nung ginawa niya yun, like hindi naman siya totally fucking eliminate niya lahat ng tao. Ang pinakita niya is like parang, I can work with you guys easily. And I can make you look like $1 million. Parang ganun klase. And yun yung malupit kasi there are guys na like Dolph Ziggler na parang, okay, panoorin mo si Dolph. He'll shine you up. Diba? Ang galing. Can do everything. Great seller. And then, manood ka ng isang Ricochet or Will Ospreay na high flyer. Kaya kong, I'll do stunt spots na sobrang ganda. And then you'll find someone, kunwari a Miz na parang kaya ko mag-slow down, get that heat, get the great shine. Reactions in the end and everything. Siya lahat yun in one person.
Like, I've never seen a bad day. Baka naman kasi...
Yung promos lang niya yung medyo lacking. Pero just because you're comparing all, parang kunwari kung lahat ng aspeto ng game niya is like 15 out of 10, yung promo siya siguro parang 8 out of 10. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yun lang yung kulang. Decente pa rin.
Nakakatawa siyang heel.
Nakakatawa siya. Yun, magaling siya mag-comedy.
Yan yung underrated. Like, yung favorite ko yung tag team niya with Omos. Like, come on, Omos. You get the heat and tag me when they are all tired. I'll do the 450 and we can go home. Galing niya. Nakakatawa. Like, alam na niya kung ano siya Tapos yung ang cute nung tinawag siya ni Nia Jax na Unk. Unk status.
Tapos di nga alam na ibig sabihin ng uncle ay matanda na. Kasi parang sinabi niya na parang, at least I'm like a father. I'm uncle. Gago, that's what it means. Di alam yung gano'n. Ang cute na lang.
Nakakatawa rin siya sa TNA nung sidekick siya ni Flair.
Dami. Kahit sa NJPW, sobrang dami nilang stupid spots doon. Yung puwet ni Maria, mga ganong klase.
Gets din niya yung comedy. Hindi niya ina-undermine din yung comedy wrestling.
Hindi niya ina-undermine at all. Like all aspects of it. This is a guy na parang I feel like can be a main eventer, mid-carder, opener. Lahat ng pwede mo ilagay. Pwede mo siya lagyan ng backstage segment. Magdi-deliver siya. Tapos parang lahat ng mga tao, dahil nga untested siya sa akala ng mga tao, puta, hindi, bury lang to ni Vince McMahon.
I wanna know nga, like, nung nag-enter siya sa Royal Rumble, like,
kung ano kaya sinabi ni Vince McMahon sa kanya? Or...
like, maging successful kaya si AJ dito sa company na to.
Yun yung kaba niyang lahat
yeah.
But, what, like, 3 months in, 4 months in, champion na siya?
Si John Cena.
Champion siya against John Moxley for like,
yeah.
Like 6 months in or something like that. Not even 6 months, I would say.
Pero yung sa point mga, he brought a lot of like indie guys to like...
Sobra. Tsaka ano siya, parang sinasabi kasi ng mga tao like past prime na ni AJ nung dumating siya sa I think in a bit baka, but that's still 10 years. That's still like, alam mo ba si Kurt Angle 7 years lang sa
Yeah.
So,
mas matagal
technically, mas matagal si AJ sa WWE than Kurt Angle.
God, dude. Tapos nakikita ko, it's been said to death yung ang laki ng tiwala nila kay AJ nung they put him over John Cena.
Grabe.
Clean as a sheet, pare.
Tsaka pinakikout nila sa like, top rope AA, mga ganun. Parang what the fuck? Parang,
ano kayo pumasok sa utak ni Vince McMahon? Okay, we'll push this guy.
Baka si Cena na yun. Pero kasi, I think nga, if that was someone else, like if it's like early days Roman Reigns na gumawa nun, hindi siya tatanggapin ng tao. Pero kunwari kung si AJ nag-kick out sa top rope AA, di ba parang, oh shit, okay lang
Yeah.
Di ba parang tatanggapin mo di ba? Nang lalamunin mo Ang ano ko lang, I think hindi siya nagkaroon ng, pumasok kasi siya with lots of credibility na pwede na siyang gamitin agad. Like, if we need a spot in the main event, why not AJ Styles agad? Parang, okay, game, pwede na. Like, we don't need to do a long storyline. We just, like, i-hotshot na natin siya sa, because that's how we work great. Kasi sa NJPW, ganun yung ginawa. Hinotshot lang siya kagad nun. So, parang, ang tingin kong, kumbaga parang, regret, or hindi mo regret, pero parang sana nagkaroon lang siya ng WrestleMania feud na sobrang...
Yeah, kasi yung his match with Shinsuke, sakto lang. It was like, it wasn't amazing.
It wasn't amazing. Pero I think, kasi pag pinanood mo yung Tokyo Dome match nila, same issue. Parehas lang Okay. So parang, nung inulit nila sa Mania, parang, mas lalong hindi siya mag-work. So, I don't know. Hindi ko alam kung what happened
He never really had a WrestleMania moment. Yung the Boneyard with The Undertaker, that was pretty good.
Hindi ko pa alam kung anong... Marami siyang WrestleMania. May like with Shane McMahon.
Yung...
Maganda yung match na yun.
Yeah.
Solid. Parang ganun, di ba? Pero like, kunwari, all the magic moments with John Cena sa SummerSlam or Royal Rumble, meron din siyang... maganda rin yung kay Gunther, di ba? Parang...
Oh my God, yung Royal Rumble. That was sick,
na match nila, sobrang...
Tapos okay rin siya with Randy. Like, kahit kanino talaga.
Kahit kanino talaga. Kahit kanino talaga. Yun yung I think, calling card niya.
And I've heard na he decided to end it daw at Rumble. Kasi nag-debut rin pala siya sa Rumble. Sinabi, WrestleMania is overrated, man.
ang bas-bas na gusto ko doon is last match siya ni Taker. Sinabihan siya ni Cena sa isang interview na siya yung GOAT eh. In-ring GOAT yan.
Sabi niya, sorry, Sean.
Oo eh. Kasi ito lang, if you're talking about in-ring, iba eh. Iba yung, nag-iiba kagad yung set of people. When you say, kasi si MJF yata yung nag-ano nito eh. Parang meron siyang draw, yung GOATs of like who really did a lot of money in showbiz, in the business aspect. Tapos meron siya ng in-ring. Parang gano'n. Which is, I think, a really, really good way to look at it. Kasi, parang ang hirap niyang, kasi importante yung dalawang aspeto na yun. Hindi naman pwedeng putang ina, draw ka, tapos banuwa, inuupa ka mo lahat ng tao, sinasaktan mo. Di ba? Parang ganun. So, I think, in a way, kasi ako, I think, ang in-ring GOAT is si Shawn.
Yes, I will agree.
Pero, sa point ni Cena, na-convince ako eh. Ito lang. Sinabi niya na, yung mga ginagawa niya, it's not something that you do naturally. It's something you work on. Tapos, kung makita mo nga, meron siyang bump na galing sa top rope, mag-bump siya sa apron, tapos mag-flip siya, papunta sa apron, tapos mag-flip siya papunta sa baba. Sobrang ganda ng bump na yun. Parang tangina, lahat ng tao nagmumukhang maangas pag ginawa niya yun. Lahat ng mga shit na mga ginagawa niyang ganun. Plus, yung sarili niyang offense, na kaya niyang kumambak dahil maangas ako, kaya akong kumambak in 2 moves. Dahil magaling ako mag-offense eh, di ba? Ganong level.
Meron siyang bump, yung older TNA bump, yung drop kick siya ni Christopher Daniels, nakasabit siya pa.
Tapos nag-flip siya inside out. Grabe yun.
Grabe.
Di ba? Tsaka the mere fact na like a lot of people are like we have guys, kahit sa FPW, they're in gymnastics gyms. Because alam nilang nag-gymnastics si AJ Styles, and this is where I learned how to do the things and
si Cali Nueva.
Si Cali, yeah. That's like gymnastics lessons.
Fucking AJ Smart. AJ Styles smart siya.
Hindi ko alam. Pero maraming mga taong, okay, this is what AJ did, I'll do this thing.
I will say, like, kasi I know TNA, she knows siya sa cable eh. Kasi I get glances of it sometimes.
Star World.
Yun, gago, I watch AJ talaga and like, this guy fucking rules.
Ano siya eh, hindi ka...
Siya talaga yung talagang...
Pag nakita mo siya on screen and he's doing shit, hindi mo siya... There's a high chance na hindi mo flip yung channel. Yeah. Diba? So, he was built for... Lalo na yung style niya sa TNA, it was built for getting eyeballs on you. And this was even before may Reels, may TikTok, siguro may highlights internet, may mga clips na nag-viral. Pero... Hindi siya yung tipong madali na lang na mahanap ka just because you did something mag-viral ka and shit. So, to be able to do something, and this is not just AJ, like marami siyang, like kinredit din naman yan, sila Kazarian,
Frank
Abyss,
Kazarian,
Daniels,
The Amazing Red.
Samoa Joe, I would argue until,
alam mo bakit nandun si Samoa Joe?
Bakit?
Kasi yung X Division, it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits. Sino nag-coin ng phrase?
Sobrang galing nun.
Ang ganda.
Hindi ko lang kasi nun. Pero para sa akin, I think that's like a lot of the things that they did right sa TNA.
Yeah. TNA, home of the Canadian Destroyer.
And it holds a special place in my heart kasi doon ako natutong, like, nanonood WCW before, pero hindi ako avid fan. Doon ako natutong manood ng wrestling outside WWE. Na parang, oh fuck, meron palang ganito.
Yeah. Nung naparod ko sa fuck, pwede mong gawin pala to. Mga ganun.
Diba? Parang, pwede pala to? Parang, ina nangyayari pala. May gumagawa pala nito.
Shooting star press sa labas?
From top rope springboard?
Kaya nga gets ko ba't idol ni Ospreay si AJ.
Fuck. I think marami.
Dude, he finisher the Styles Clash.
Huh?
Si Ospreay.
No?
No, Hidden Blade, he does the Styles Clash.
I mean, a lot of people does the Styles Clash. Pero, maraming, how do you say this? Parang marami siyang na-usher in na moments. Like, kunwari, I don't think Joe, Daniels,
TNA Unbreakable.
ang daming characters sa TNA na wouldn't be known because kung wala si AJ Styles. And at the same time sa NJPW, ako yung example eh. Parang, at the time na nanonood TNA, still yung WWE. It was yung Super Cena run 2006, ganyang klase.
Oh, that was a horrible fucking
So,
time to be.
nanonood ako 05, mid-2000s TNA was my shit. Tapos, when he went to NJPW, yung shit na nandun. Tapos, ang malupit pa, nung umalis siya, nanood pa rin, hanggang ngayon, nakasubscribe sa NJPW World. Because parang alam ko na yung mga tao dun. Doon ako naging fan ni Ishii, Shibata, Okada, everything. Tapos, Kushida. Tapos, ang malupit pa nun, nung umalis siya sa NJPW, ang pumalit sa kanyang leader ng Bullet Club, si Kenny Omega.
Oh my God!
And yun yung talagang nag-usher in ng parang, fuck, ang lupit ng NJPW. Can you imagine, di ba? Just like, sige, alis ako, teka, babasbasan ko lang tong guy na to. And syempre, to a credit of Kenny Omega, malupit din talaga siya. Pero, I don't think he would have been as huge kung hindi siya binigyan ng konting, alam mo yun,
And
parang passing the torch with
sinabi mo,
Styles.
perfect time yung pagpunta niya sa kasi hindi naman slowing down, pero he was getting older.
They needed someone like him din as well. Kasi at that time,
and he's also smart na as he got older, he got more jacked as fuck.
gago yung yung Cody Rhodes sa Clash of Paris.
Oh,
parang,
puta.
anong nangyari dito?
Parang
Nagbuhat lang ba siya the whole time siya out?
guy looking natty 5,000.
Mga Immortal, listen to the Underpaid Podcast with me, Stanley Chi, wherein we talk about work-related topics in a light manner na parang nagchichismisan lang tayo or nagkukwentuhan. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or kung saan ka man nakikinig ng podcast. Kita-kits!
Yun din yung malupit kay AJ kasi they gave nothing to that feud. And yet, it was such a great parang instant, 2 weeks, 1 week build-up.
Ito yung sa Backlash.
Paris.
was great.
Yeah, Backlash Paris.
Could still go. Fuck, that match was like 20 minutes.
Sobrang wild nun. Ang ganda ng match na yan. Puta, tsaka wild din ang crowd.
Yeah.
Yun yung wild din kasi minsan, alam mo yung pag nag-stand-up ka, meron kang jokes na alam mo na kung saan yung mga tawa ng jokes na to. Bam, tawa. Blam, tawa. Diba? Tapos act out, tawa. Minsan may premise ako na ito yung reaction niya, mag-iintay ka, then tawa. Pero minsan may mga sobrang gandang crowd na pang nagbato ka ng bigla kang, puta ba't nag-applause break dito? Hindi pa ito yung big punchline ko. So ngayon, a-adjust mo yung timing mo on the fly. Mahirap yun.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most intricate things na mahirap gawin. Parang ganun yung nangyari kila AJ dun sa Paris. Kasi the crowd was so fucking hot. Diba? Like sinasabi nila, yes, it's good. Always good. Pero I think people underestimate the degree of adjustment that you have to do. And also, adjusting it to a precision level na adjustment na bigla na lang, okay, iba ang timing bigla natin dito. How do we fucking adjust it? Diba? So parang, galing yan talaga, putang ina.
Yeah, he is one of the GOATs.
Oo. Lupit. By the way, Cody Rhodes, member din ng Bullet Club.
Okay.
Very forgetful run.
Oh. Well,
Mm.
naging Cody fan na ako nung when he had that neck tattoo so.
Yung naglagay siya ng throne sa sa AEW tapos minash siya with a sledgehammer.
Kasi I don't run that deep sa'yo. Like, yung IWC community, they never really hated AJ Styles. They never really did
Pero
not.
naman, syempre may AJ haters pa rin. Pero sobrang konti. That was their guy. For a while, parang I think nung nagkaroon siya ng parang run na flat earther siya and shit like that. So,
I think he was joking there. I don't think he was
Hindi ko
serious.
alam kung how that is. But that does not concern me. Whatever you believe, kunwari. Kung flat earther ka, I mean, nakaburat, pero hindi siya...
hindi siya racist.
Hindi siya... Yan na lang.
Taga-South siya.
Yun yung theory ng mga tao kaya doon sila nag-get along with Vince. Kasi
Them.
we got that Wabo accent. Got that Georgia accent.
Hindi, I heard Vince hated that accent daw eh.
Talaga ba?
Well, pero ito quadruple Grand Slam champion sa TNA. Naging champion din siya sa NJPW.
WGP.
Double Grand Slam champion sa E. May makaka-achieve rin ba ng ganun?
Mahirap.
Hirap, dude.
Mahirap. 3 Fed yun. Tsaka 2 of the biggest ones pa.
Oo, dude.
I think, ang masaklap kasi parang when AJ went to the E and found success, everybody was looking at Kenny Omega doing the same. Pero ginawa niya yung AEW. So parang never. And I think a lot of people din are saying na parang, yun yung puro comments ko na, hindi pa siya tapos, babalik siyang TNA or pupunta siyang AEW.
Yung right to retirement. Ano yung opinion mo doon? Like,
para sa akin kasi,
ganda na eh. Like, wag mo na. Kasi, baka mag-catch up na yung bump sa'yo eh. Gets mo? Like, baka,
eh. Like, saka sinabi naman niya eh, na before 50 gusto niya mag-retire.
Oh my God, almost 50 siya and he's still doing 450 springboard.
Dude. Di ba napaka-rare na nag-bot si AJ? Parang, wow, nag-bot si balita siya eh. Parang,
kung nagbabot.
Uy, bot si AJ, mababali siya. Kala ng mga tao, wala na siyang kwenta eh. Parang, hindi na siya pwedeng mag-ano. Baka kailangan na siya mag-retire.
Yung sa Saturday night, pero ganda ng match na yun. Tapos na-botch niya yung phenomenal. Like, goddamn. Yeah, pero, yeah.
Diba? It's not like binotch niya yung fucking like hip toss, diba? It's a fucking springboard that he bought.
Dude, ginawa niya yung Kofi spot na, well, it's both of them na yung tumalbog si Kofi tapos hinuli niya to a Styles Clash. Like, goddamn, AJ, wala pa rin
lakas din siya eh, no? Mangamaw din siya eh.
Mangamaw din siya. Yun yung underrated kay AJ, yung strength niya. Grabe.
Tinorturak niya sa Mojo dati.
Nakita ko yung video na yun. Pero ito, where do you think AJ will go? Like, magiging backstage ba siya?
Will that be great? I think a lot of people can learn from, like, if they have Sean and AJ developing the next generation. Hindi kami yung next generation, pare. Bron Breakker, sobrang galing. Si fucking Sol Ruca.
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams.
Galing na.
Javon Evans.
That boy is bouncy, pare.
Parang, tangina, dumating sila sa ipo, tangina, gagaling nito mga to.
Lalo si Sol Ruca, yung The Soul Snatcher.
Pare.
Perfect name. Hindi ba niya nababa? Ang hirap gawin nun, Dapat ang, alam mo.
Yun yung finisher ko sa PWR dati. Hindi ko lang nagawa kasi hindi ako nanalo.
Alam mo, man, ito, na-imagine, sinabi ko kay Dexter, dapat niya ibigay ni AJ Styles yung moonsault reverse DDT niya.
Ba't ba gusto mo yung move na yun?
Ang ganda eh! Hindi ka pala, ang seamless. Parang,
moonsault slap drop tawag.
Kasi the momentum makes sense.
Hindi nga tumigil nga siya, tatayo muna siya.
May mga times na seamless. Like kung sa X Division, yung magaan lang yung kalaban.
Tumatayo siya. Most of the time.
Ibigay niya kay Sol Ruca. Feeling ko, Kyle.
Feeling ko, tinanggal niya yun kasi nung tumanda siya, na-realize this doesn't make sense. Feeling ko,
So good.
Feeling ko, yung moonsault slap drop.
Spiral tap na ba siya sa E? I think tinigil na rin niya.
Hindi na daw niya ata kaya. I think kahit later on sa TNA, parang nahirapan na siya.
Tapos sinabi niya yung, may interview siya ata with Stone Cold. Sabi ni Stone Cold, did you miss the 6-sided ring? Hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko nagagawin yung boss.
Paano Stone Cold?
Did you miss the 6-sided ring?
Kaya niya ito na lang.
Tapos sabi ni
It's all about the gimmick. Well, you missed 6-sided ring.
Kaya ko yung sumisigaw na Stone Cold.
Hindi pwede casual talking.
Hindi ko kaya yung still. Tapos sabi ni AJ,
you were over there at TNA.
yan. You were over there at TNA taking bumps.
Taking a crazy bumps in that 6-sided ring. What happened there in that ring?
Pero sabi daw ni AJ,
Matigas daw.
I love the 6-sided ring.
Because it made him stand out.
It made us different.
But
when Kurt Angle tossed me off to that top rope and I landed in the middle of that mat, I've said to Kurt, I don't want to do this anymore, Kurt. Pero nga, it fucking hurts daw talaga. Like, nakita ko pinowerbomb ni Kevin Nash, si Frankie Kazarian. Like yung jackknife, yung ring, walang giba. Like, parang siya tumama sa cement.
Stud lang siya.
Tangina.
Ang taas ng gago. Legit 7-footer rin si Kevin Nash. 6'11" or parang ganun.
Pero tangina, ang ganda ng 6-sided ring eh. As a fan. Like parang yung, nung tinanggal na nila yung steel sa Elimination Chamber, gets mas safe for the wrestlers. Pero Mas maganda yung may steel sa labas.
May steel naman
Wala, it's mattes.
Hindi, steel. Steel siya.
It's mattes.
Hindi
Paano nila gagawin yung crazy ass... basta. It's mattes.
Steel siya pa. Hindi ba?
Di nga siya steel.
2 miles of chain.
I love you, I hate you, I can't live without you.
Saklap lang. Like, gone too soon pa rin. Kasi I think, we take for, hindi naman take for granted, but more like, I think never natin siya nakita nag-slow down. So,
It will be sad rin naman kasi watching him not... Like, tinan mo sila.
mas halata eh.
Like, kunwari ako, si Mick Foley, nung nasa TNA na siya, that's why naroon ako, man, pero hindi na kaya. He doesn't take alam mo yung cactus clothesline, like, talaga, yan parang tinulak lang yung Sting. Tapos tawalog na sila sa labas.
Wala na.
Yeah, it's good na lang na he retired. I hope na, gawa na rin siya podcast niya.
So yun nga, ang discussion ngayon. Kasi, I think legacy-wise, talagang cemented na.
Cemented na.
Oo, wala nang tanong pa. Like, pero kasi, like, you know, wrestlers being wrestlers, you know, it's a very understandable trope na they don't stay retired for a long time. Would it be in the E? Would it be? Pero he said for the longest time, doon na siya titigil eh. Kasi ilang beses na siyang nag-resign sa kontrata niya, nakakala ng mga tao, aalis siya eh. Parang then he keeps saying na parang, no, this is great.
Okay. The most realistic thing, if ever, not AEW, would you be happy if you heard? Okay.
I don't think he's a good for AEW. Like, alam kong lahat ng tao doon wrestles like AJ Styles, which is exactly why I don't think he's a good fit. Yun parang, di ba? Parang everybody wrestles like him there anyway. So parang, anong gagawin niya doon? Parang, di ba? Parang...
Darby Allin, tas siya? That would be a sick match.
Well, yeah, it would be. I'm pretty sure. Pero, I'm not gonna, like, I'll watch it, pero wala akong, I don't think I'll
alam mo, tama.
You know, I'll hindi ko siya wini-wish hardly or I'll lose sleep over it, di ba? I'm very satisfied naman with bitin lang, pero I'm satisfied where he's at and I'm very happy na hindi siya magre-retire ng may limp siya or uga-uga siya, may CTE siya. Eh, alam mo naman, family man siya. So, great. Retired at like 48.
May sinabi siya na, I'm gonna butcher this, like, I'm gonna do something that I've never been able to do my entire career.
I'm gonna be full-time diet.
Oh my God! Like,
I'm gonna be a full-time diet.
Ganda.
Umano yung lights as dumating si Undertaker.
They could have stopped there. Like, when I see
okay naman yung announcement.
Yung, let me announce you to the WWE Hall of Fame. First ba siya? No. First ballot siya sa Hall of Fame. Like, siya yung headlining.
Oh, naman. For sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Hindi ko sure kung may mga in-announce ng iba. May in-announce ng iba. Si Steph yata.
Oh nga, like, paano si Steph yung number 1?
Hindi. Si AJ yan.
Si AJ.
Si AJ, I believe, very much, nagulat ako na in-announce siya kaagad. I thought they would wait till next year. Pero, I'm not complaining. Like, I super deserve. Ang wild is how much props he's getting from a John Cena, an Undertaker, a Triple H for being what people would see an outsider, technically. Ganun lang talaga siya kagaling.
Yeah.
I would say. And I've been part of like wrestling locker rooms din and everything, pero very essential yan to have a guy na fucking galing nito but also maintains like hindi ako kupal.
Oh yeah.
So parang malaking bagay if there's a top guy na sobrang galing and he's super ethical and super professional. Kasi it sets a precedence for everyone. So ako, if I'm a booker, kasi ako, honestly, ng PWR, when I was a booker, medyo nahirapan ako with some top guys having egos.
Going to business for themselves.
Hindi naman ganun. May mga ganun, pero sobrang tagal na nun. Pero like, may mga, like, to a certain point, wala namang tao na pare, gagawin ko to for myself, pare. Wala namang ganun. Pero more like insecurities or parang pag hindi mo binigay yung gusto nila, like you'll hear about it. Like you won't hear it from him directly. Alam mo yan. And these are top guys na parang minamanage mo yung egos nila. So I learned ng PWR parang kailangan ko i-manage yung egos ng mga tao to. And then come FPW, parang before we started, I sat down with like a lot of guys and I feel like na dapat sila yung top vets and I told them, okay guys, one is we need to fix our locker room. 2, you guys will have extra responsibilities because kayo yung magiging vets. And I know you guys are young, but you have to be vets. You have to think about how you're gonna shape the locker room because alam mo naman nanggaling tayo sa locker room na sobrang pangit. So you have to do that. And sorry, pero you have to lead by example. Hindi pwedeng top guy ako wala ako sa training. Mapupush ako wala ako sa training. So lahat sila parang okay, game. Ito yung 3 things na kailangan gawin. And if you have guys on top that you can say na parang, hey bro, I might bench you this show. Okay lang ba? Yeah, no problem. Ganun. So, or bro, pwede bang, okay, I can't push you for like a year. Or, I have nothing for you. Floating ka. In the meantime, work this guy. You don't have a program. But just do the matches that you wanna do. Diba? And there's the guy na tipong, okay, kailangan kita i-push kasi wala na ibang face. Kaya mo ba? Kahit hindi pa sila handa, they'll step up and everything. And they'll say yes. And then makita yun ng mga bagong guys. Na parang, ito nga si Quattro nga or si Mike Madrigal nga or si Cali Nueva nga. Hindi nagreklamo nung ginawa niya to eh. Ganun. So, you need a lot of guys like that. And I think yun yung pinaka malaking legacy ni AJ Styles sa lahat ng wrestling locker rooms is that John Cena said I was the best. GOAT. Pero if I'm gonna work Shane McMahon sa WrestleMania, hindi ako magreklamo. I'm just gonna put on the fucking greatest match na makita ko. Or parang, if I'm gonna work Shane McMahon sa WrestleMania, or if I'm gonna work someone sa WrestleMania, and I'm given 11 minutes, kailangan ko ng fucking tag team partner ni Omas. Go. I'll do it, and I'll do it the best possible way. How many minutes do you have on TV? 2 minutes, sige. It's gonna be the best 2 minutes na. Ano?
Dude, yung sa TNA nga yung naka-chicken suit si AJ.
Oh, pare.
Wala siyang pakialam. And it was a fucking great
ego. Yung egos, pare. Yung ego. Kasi at some point in time, magkaka-ego yung mga tao eh. And understandable naman na parang, pwede bang ganyan, pwede bang ganun. Pero, right now, if someone's acting up or parang ganun, I'll just say na parang, well, AJ Styles did this. Are you better than AJ Styles?
You're not.
Diba? You're not. They're probably like in ring, there are probably like 5 people that you can say na possibly better than AJ Styles. Pero ang dami ng parameters, ang dami ng qualifications nun. Pero honestly, ultimately, dude, in ring, AJ Styles is, I think,
ang ganda ng point mo kung ginawa rin siyang producer with him and Sean sa NXT. Dude,
ang magiging problema na nandun is like, will they jive? Parang gano'n lang. Yung style nila, will they jive? Parang gano'n. Pero I think, if
ang wild isipin nun, like they're training.
if AJ remains in wrestling, I think talent dev would be, oh my God. Para sa akin.
Kausapin niya si Javon Evans.
Just to be able, kasi pag kunwari, if we have, so we've been very blessed. Like sa FPW, we've been very blessed na minsan, we'd get a Robbie Eagles or a Jeff Cobb or a Kushida, and then they would like, yes, let me talk to the boys. Let me talk to the guys. And then just like, Q&A tayo. And then just ganun. And I think, ang ganda, like having different perspectives. Like si Robbie is very, how we wrestle now, and then, pero don't forget the fundamentals, mga ganong klase. Jeff, ang dating niya is parang, make it real. Totoo yung laban, ganong klase, don't fucking do this shit, mga
different philosophies.
Different philosophies, ganyan. Si Kushida is, I think, one of the perfect fits sa locker room
kasi
namin.
With the few things I watched sa NXT, hindi naman siya high flyer, hindi naman siya technical siya.
Si Kushida, when he taught the boys, ang prevailing thought is like, hey, we are small. And we have to work a little harder than the big boys. Yun yung sinabi niya. As in, reality, guys, we're smaller. We have to work this way. We have to work, we have
under.
We have to fucking put on our locks more aggressively. Kasi we have to run, we hit the ropes, ganun lahat, parang ganun, because we're not blessed to be big. But I'll teach you to be small, to wrestle small, but still stand out and be one of the best.
Angas
si Kushida, pare.
Angas si Kushida, pare.
Sobrang angas si Kushida.
Let's go!
And
FPW!
sobrang,
March 8.
March 8.
Let's go!
March 8. So, Saturday na yun, by the way.
For the boys!
Can you imagine what an AJ Styles would fucking say? Here's a guy who did TNA, who did every major federation possible noong time na yun and was the top guy at every federation possible. Tapos puta, upo ka lang. Like, siguro yung mga 3 sentence doon, the amount of knowledge na pwede niya sabihin sa'yo.
Oh, dude.
Diba? Kasi ang wrestling is like a combination of situations, iba-ibang klaseng crowds, iba-ibang klaseng moods, iba-ibang klaseng draws, 'di ba? Iba-ibang klaseng choreography or style. Tapos you can't possibly say na one thing is law. Na parang ito lang yung sasabihin ko, ito na yung ano. Pero if you have a guy like AJ, who's a top guy in TNA, NJPW, and WWE, 'di ba? Parang siya na yung pinaka-closest na parang ito yung mag-work dito. Di ba, alam mo yun? So, parang...
Dapat siya yung bagong coach sa Tough Enough. Meron yung... May bagong Tough Enough.
Tough Enough. Yeah. Hindi ko pa napapanood, pero si Bubba Ray, andun, si Booker T, saka si Undertaker.
Siya yung heel judge nila eh.
I mean, listening to Bubba Ray in clips, like, okay naman siya. Like,
AJ rules.
Okay siya. So, I think, I'm fine with him retiring now.
And I'm sure bubuhusan nila ng pera si AJ.
Dude, it would be very, very stupid not to capitalize on everything and also not to like secure one of the greatest wrestling performers of all time.
Tapos isang personality rin na gusto ko kay AJ. Nerd lang siya eh.
Nerd lang siya.
Bumibili siya ng arcade cabinet, pinball machine.
Tapos napipikon siya pa natalo siya.
Yan yung kahinaan ni AJ. Yung rage. Yung kay Seth, yung pinalo-palo niya yung controller.
Hindi ka daw sanay sa controller, so kinakagat niya. It's fucking controller. I'm not used to this. Tapos lahat ng mga tao parang, oh my God, totoo ba nagagalit na siya?
Si Liv Morgan ba yung nakatingin lang siya. Ganito pala yung idol ko. Putang ina.
Si Xavier Woods parang alam na niya eh. Parang yep.
This guy's a dork.
This guy's a fucking dork. But yeah, thank you. Thank you na lang, AJ.
Thank you, AJ.
Napakalupit. At bago tayo matapos, pakinggan muna natin this very unnecessary deep dive OBB. Maho na tayo. So
ito na yung totoong episode.
Episode, guys. Intro pa lang yun. Do you want more, AJ?
I don't want. We want the same thing. I want him to live a happy life. Kasi it will come to a point na he can't do those things anymore.
Yun yung
lalo na siya eh.
Tsaka mas halata sa kanya.
Yeah, kasi high flyer siya.
Diba? Sa style niya, parang mas halata na parang, oh man, he's low. Kasi nag-bot niya lang yung best. Parang,
kasi kung style niya parang Gunther, you can wrestle a longer time. Yeah.
I mean, pwede siya mag-adjust, pero it won't be him. Diba?
Like nung si Triple H, nung first Achilles,
yung quadricep.
Tangina, after nung, alam mo yung naging dog trio siya, hindi na siya ganun kabilis, like he slowed it down eh. So, pero kay Triple H, hindi halata. AJ, kitang-kita mo eh, if he goes old eh.
Totoo.
Pero may mga...
Pero sinasabi rin sa kanya, di ba, na parang, parang CVV interview ba na parang, I could probably wrestle a match in like, siguro in my 60s na mabagal ako and I'll probably do some spots, ganyang klase. That'll be fun. Pero, sa utak niya parang, it won't be me eh. Parang ano yan? Kasi, AJ style siya pare.
He's the phenomenal
one. Yung gimmick niya is gana siya kagaling in the ring eh. Alam mo yun?
Okay.
Diba? Who would ever have, yun din yung kasi mga tao, like, kunwari, ganito rin siya kalupit na goat. There's a lot of people na bibigyan nila yung sarili nila ng monikers. And sa WWE kasi, hindi mo na nakita to masyado. Kasi mga built people na to eh. Pagdating nila, when they do a moniker, it's them na talaga eh. Alam mo yun? Pero kung sa indies, may mga tao na parang, oh, the fucking killer! Parang ganun. Tapos parang,
Don Parusa.
the destroyer! Tapos puta, alam mo yun, mataba. Alam mo yun, di ba? May mga ganun, di ba? Siya talaga sinabi niya, the phenomenal. Eh. Ibig sabihin, phenomenal is like parang, fuck! Ano to? Parang,
He looked great his entire career.
di ba? So parang, tsaka yung ginagawa niya. So parang yung gimmick niya, built in na dapat I'm doing fucking great shit because I'm the phenomenal. Di ba? Parang kung si Javon Evans mo pa sinabi niya, oh, that boy is bouncy. Tapos puta, ano pala siya, Kimura yung finisher niya. Di ba? Parang, anong finisher mo? Ah, puta, Fujiwara armbar yung finisher ko, pare. Di ba?
Jackknife powerbomb.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Di ba? Pag sobrang power, di ba? Putang ina. Finisher niya, OG cutter, di ba? So parang...
Putang ina, top rope. Nakita mo yung spot yung from, grabe, like,
grabe yan.
Putang ina, Javon.
Magaling din niya yung Taker, kasi timing eh. Sobrang ganda ng timing eh.
Sobra.
So, yun.
Easy top 5, AJ.
In-ring.
Whole package.
In-ring 1 to whole package, top 10. Easy top 10. Mahirap yung whole package.
Kasi, fucking, let's face it, mas magaling in-ring si AJ kay Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pero mas magaling ko si Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Meron kasing argument na parang I've done more for less type of shit. Alam mo yun? Pero kasi meron din siya nun eh, si AJ. Like, kaya din niya mag-slow down and just build the cell and then, alam mo yun?
Oh, yung recent match na naalala ko, Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles.
Ganda rin nun.
Ganda rin nun, puta, TLC. Yan, slow. Mabagal yung match na yan, para kay AJ. Pero he made it work.
Medyo wild na considered GOAT din siya sa EA. Doon ako parang, wow, fuck. What a guy.
Daming umiiyak backstage si Charlotte. Sino pa ba yung sila Naya?
Yeah.
Dude, tangina, napalabas niya si Abyss.
Producer naman si Abyss, to be fair. Producer naman. Hindi naman nila kailangan pulutin out of some fucking shack si Abyss. He works there naman talaga. Ang daming ano. So,
in the same way, similar siya ni AJ kasi si Abyss ang nagpo-produce ng house fights, mga big man matches.
Talaga ba?
Si Abyss.
Galing ni Abyss.
Galing rin si Abyss.
Kung big boy ka, Abyss.
Abyss, pare.
Para sa akin, kung big boy ka, kung gusto mo na medyo mabilis na big boy type, Abyss. Pero kung gusto mo talaga ng mabagal-bagal type,
Kane, pare.
Kane, pare. Fucking sidewalk slam, pare.
Tilt-a-whirl slam, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Best choke slam, I would say.
So, yun. But yeah, AJ, thank you.
Imagine mo finisher the AJ choke slam.
I'm very honored and I think I wouldn't be the wrestling fan that I am today kung walang AJ Styles. So, thank you so much for a phenomenal career. I'm pretty sure hindi mo marinig to. Pero I'm putting it out there.
Yes.
There's someone from Manila. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of us here na watch TNA and Star World and then watch NJPW when you jumped and then was nagwala nung when you entered number 3 sa Royal Rumble. Nasa skinny mics yata ako na ng time na yun, nagwawala ako.
And somehow pinocus yung camera kay Roman. Pero
maganda yun. Pero yeah. What a great career. And very, very honored to have witnessed all of it.
Part of our childhood din sa
Part of our childhood, part of our allhood, an all-timer, GOAT. Salamat. FPW, Astig. Kushida versus Cuatro will be on Sunday, March 8. Tickets are available at tickettome.net or you can follow at Phil Pro Wrestling sa lahat ng social media. Nandito kami, linya-linya, tayo, Comedy Husbands on March 7. That's the day before. It's an afternoon show with Victor Anastasio. Tickets are still on sale. Go to comedymanila.ph. I'm pretty sure si Andren meron ding show on March 7.
March 7, Sick Mura. Buy it sa comedymanila.ph.
9 tickets left.
9 tickets left sa baba.
9 tickets left.
So, yeah. And may show ako April 18.
Pero yun, please. Another Kushida will be in the main event of
that show's gonna be for the boys.
For the FPW Championship and MLW Championship.
Wow.
Both titles on the line. I think first time ko in-announce to. Yo, sure. Pero yeah, both titles on the line. It's Sunday. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Pupunta si AJ Styles. Nag-message off. Baka pumunta si AJ Styles. Yo, sure.
Are you the Amazing Red or Red Oliera?
Kala niya si Amazing Red. Tapos pagdating pinul ka sa airport, mataba lang na tao. No? I thought it was Amazing Red. I thought Amazing Red was in the middle. Babalik kaya siya?
Sa?
Kung nga nakita niyang matabang red lang. Anyway. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Ano ba? Pwede na tayong umahon.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.